this amazing car, Renault initially did not plan to launch it into mass production, probably, even by the standards of the French themselves, great entertainers both in terms of design and technical component. This was too extravagant an undertaking. In the 50s, many car companies conducted research on the topic of increasing the interior space of their passenger cars. The Americans had it easier in this regard. We make the body even wider, even longer, profit. There is a lot of metal, wide roads, why waste time on trifles? The Europeans did not succeed in this for approximately the same reasons, just the opposite. There were not so many materials, and the narrow streets of European cities excluded the possibility of a mass appearance of full-size American-style sedans on them. I had to invent something unusual. Renault Project 600-900, created in the concept of taxi of the future, which implied the maximum volume of the cabin, became such an unusual research. The driver and two passengers actually sat on the front axle. The rear row of seats was located in the base of the car, and the power unit was in the very stern. This arrangement had obvious advantages: a spacious interior, large doorways, but there were also disadvantages. The absence of a meter of life in front of the driver and front row passengers, and the absence of a trunk as such. The first running prototype appeared in 1958. It was the Project 600, which immediately showed two global problems. It was difficult to get into the front row of seats. The second problem was the low-powered motor, pushing the car with its last strength even in a straight line. The complete absence of a trunk did not look so significant anymore, but it clearly did not add optimism to the project. Work on the bugs began, as a result of which, a year later, the Project 900 appeared. This time, the Carrozzeria studio conjured over the body. Two four-cylinder engines worked in pairs as a power plant, producing a total power of about 80 horsepower. Somewhere behind him, they even carved out a place for a small trunk. Renault Project 900 first version. This time the car can be said, it turned out, but it turned out to be too bold for its time. The project was curtailed. Moreover, at the time the French brought to mind the Renault Project 900, the Italians stretched their Fiat 600 to the Multipla version, thereby obtaining a semblance of a minivan for little money. Renault Project 900 second version. Too unusual and technically complex design was not suitable for mass practical application.